it's a great day to be in the sugar shack. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. If you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you'll find me out at the sugar shack. Spring is here, and those maples are all tapped. We got cold beer, and those buckets are full of sap. So I guess it's maple syrup time again, and you can smell the maple sugar in the wind. And it's a great day to be in the sugar shack. Had a few drinks while we boil down the sack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you find me out at the sugar shack. All here, and there's still lots of room. Let's get weighed, play that maple sugar tune, and we can boil all day and all night, and pray that the sugar comes out right. And it's a great day to be in the sugar shack. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you'll find me out at the sugar shack. All right, you know it, let's sing it. And it's a great day to be in the sugar shack. That sounds good. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sack. It's as sweet as maple syrup. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back. I'm here, but you find me out at the sugar shack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you find me out at the sugar shack. Hey Jeff, is that getting close? You find me out at the sugar shack. Oh, it smells good, brother. You'll find me out at the sugar shack. I think we better take off our batch. Hey man, we're waiting on you at the sugar shack.
Hey. Hope everybody's doing well. We already got 10 people in the house. I believe it will, Jen. Just trying to get everything all sorted out here, guys. And Jen, she pulled the pin quicker than I thought she was going to. I still got my grape juice. Lord knows I need my grape juice. It's prime time Friday. So, yeah. I did not get an email from Jerry. And I don't know why he'd send me an email, because he's got my digits. So he normally texts me. So for him to join in, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Again, you know my rule. Just gotta go like that, so I know it's you. And we're more than, yeah. Once you put your avatar back up, then I will bring you back up. I will not bring you up whenever you give me the wave. I know the whole story, and it's all good. So, Howdy, 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 folks. Why don't we just start way back up? We started talking hours ago. So we got Jennifer Ocean Homestead. We got Arlene. We got Neil, treasure hunter Neil. We got Husky Edna. Hello, my dear. How are you? Hopefully you're doing amazing. I can't thank you enough for the support that you and your loved ones and your family members show me. And Mike at MT, we are very blessed to have good friends like yourself. And yes, absolutely, Jerry. Just give me one sec, Jerry. I just have to. We will be. There's just a quick little thing about the cruise. Again, I don't want to go over it every week, but I need to give you information that's going to save you time, months, and a year down the road. Okay. Jesse, as you know, Jesse and Lisa are going through the hurricane right now. So they're unable to be live as we speak. But I know I can go ahead and say all this. Just give me one sec here. Jerry wants to come up. I just thought I was talking to him via email. There we go. I knew I was talking to him. There you go, Jerry. For those of you that are going on the cruise, please do me a favor. If you get a piece of paper from NCL, I want you to print it out and put it in either an accordion or I'll show you next week. Actually, next Friday is going to be hit and miss. The Hankster goes in to get his manhood thrown in the garbage. Poor little fella. My heart bleeds for him. But it's better for his breed. His breed, anything over 2 years, greatly increases their chances of getting testicular cancer. Well, I'm not going to get that into my little buddy. Or should I say my $1,000 doggy? Multiple $1,000 doggy. Sorry, guys. Had something on my. So whatever I can to keep my little buddy healthy, I'm going to do it. And right now, that little buddy of mine's cost me about $15,000. Hey, Scott, are you talking about me, Jerry, or somebody else? Well, you, Jerry, I sent you the message. And if I'm not mistaken, it said, can I come? Yeah, right there. Jerry Family Farms. Hey, Scott, can I come up? Absolutely. Everybody's welcome on my Friday night. And my partner in crime, my sister from a different mister. She's going to come up after and we're going to talk about hotels very quickly. And I know people have asked, can you please tell us about hotels? I'd like to say, yep, this is the information. I can't do it. Number one, the amount of money that it costs me to book everybody's hotel. So see if you guys can follow the trail that just happened. So American transferred Zelle to a Canadian. A Canadian had to take that money via Zelle and take it to his US Canadian account. And he had to reverse that back into his US Canadian account, which he had to reverse into his US account. Then I was able to transfer the money via Zelle to my American account. You know what, folks? It's not because of me. It's not because of you. It's because of the people that have screwed over the countries. And so the people that gave me their credit cards did not get charged the extra. I think it was like all I charged you was $2. Cost me more than that. I'm not worried about it. Buy me a beverage. That's what family does for family. We help one another. And what I'm going to do is next week, once this Canadian figures out how you guys do Zelle, I'm going to Zelle your money back to you. I was able to save us $45 each. Like not per person, but each cabin. So I enjoy negotiations. I should have been like a police negotiator. Either that, there would have been a whole lot of people dead, or I would have saved a whole lot of people. But that's just the way it seems to happen. But Glenda and I will be very candid. We will try to get you. We will try to get you a discount. I don't mind doing that because I'm personally trying to get myself a discount. The Marriott, I can't afford it. To be quite honest and candid, I cannot afford to stay at the Marriott. It is half a mile away from the ship. 3 nights. So you've got 2 nights before and then 1 night after. We're looking at almost $1,000. I just can't afford it. So I was able to find Riverside. I believe it's a Wyndham. And it equaled out Oh no, sorry. It's called the State Hotel. It's got, instead of a 9.1 rating, it's got a 9.9, or it's got a 9.1 and it's an 8.9. It's like next to no difference in the rating, but there's $300 in the difference. So it works out to, I believe I'm trying to get a discount of $275. I'm asking you to just hold off, because if you call right now, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay premium prices. We are in the middle of, we're wrapping up the Alaskan season. Fortunately, you call right now, you're gonna pay premium price. And that's what Glenda had found whenever, and there seems to be one person who looks after everybody. Well, I have a card through Hilton. Yes, Hilton. And I believe that's who the State Hotel's through. And they're under $300. I'm going to try to get them down to $250. Again, is it perfect? No, but I do enjoy to negotiate. And between Glenda and I, we will try, but you will have to book yourself, because it took me hours to do the one excursion. And I have no problem booking other people. I know Johnny is really adamant. He wants to go fishing. I can't afford it. And I can go fishing here, or I can go to Debbie's hometown, and I can go fishing out of the Rushtagush River, which is just down the river from Jennifer Ocean Homestead. So from Jennifer, it goes into a small little river, and then on the other side of Debbie's hometown, it goes from freshwater, or from saltwater to freshwater. I can fish for free here. Because of my disability, I can fish for free. So for me to put out, I think it's like almost $600 to go fishing is crazy. But again, for Johnny, and if he can get 4 others, I will book it. You need 5 people. So, Jamie, I don't know if that's something Nick wants to do. If it is, let me know, because Johnny's interested. So if we can get 4 more people, we're more than, I will book it for them. Okay. It's a pain in the butt, but to save them the money that I was able to save us on the train, I'll do it for my friends. Okay. Shoot me an email. I just will not be organizing. Neither will Jesse, because it takes us forever trying to organize these different things. what? So there's a whole bunch of different. I think he's. Oh, here he comes, hon. Um, you know, I'd have no problem with helping everybody. Um, hey Troy, and we got Jamie, we got Jennifer, we got Dark Lord Minute, we got Xander. Xander, I wish you could come along. Man, that'd be a lot of fun. And Rob, Kermudge, in Alaska. I'm telling you guys, you want to get away in Alaska after the cruise, get in touch with me and I will put you in touch with Rob and Sarah. And you want to follow around Rob for a day. Good luck with that. Because that's a lot of moving that he's got to do in the course of a day. And all I got to say is good luck with that, because I've seen the man moving. Prepping for heaven. Howdy, howdy. Arlene, Karen, Evelyn Newman. Oh, are you ready to come up? Okay.
Hey.
What's up, sissy?
Not a whole lot. I was just taking care of the hens.
And how are the hennies?
The hennies are good.
Did you guys get any of this rain?
Yeah, we actually did. And we got it day before yesterday. It was quite a bit of rain.
Like, I know Jesse was saying, like, just the first 3 or 4 hours, they got like 4 inches of rain.
Wow.
And we didn't get near the wind they did, but we got torrential rains. It was a pain in the you know what. And I had constituents call me saying they couldn't afford sump pumps.
Oh.
Could I help them? Well, I have like three or 4 different sump pumps downstairs. So I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
so
nice.
I've got like, I have my sump pump, which is going, I'm going to say at least every 4 or 5 hours. And I have the other 3 of my sump pumps just lent out to people that keep their basements dry. And there's one fella, I have a 1 horsepower, and he's having a hard time to keep his basement dry.
Gee.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got hit with just a lot of rain. We had some spin ups as a result. But no tornado, just spin ups in the air. They went ahead and they threw the warnings out.
Okay.
Because they didn't know if it was going to, come down or not. But
upstate New York was, well, like I said there yesterday, 12 different tornadoes touched down between Erie right across to, past where I am.
Right. Wow. I've been meaning to get in touch with Sir Grace's family and ask what happened in their area, because they would have been the Niagara Falls area.
Yeah, well, they would have been hammered, or they would have at least had 1 touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely. My goodness. From what it sounds like, we just had spin ups and a lot of rain. Although my garden needed it, so I wasn't quite complaining, and I enjoyed the cool weather that came with it. Yeah. Now it's heating right back up, and where I'm at, we have humidity, and it's Ugh. In fact, I'm sitting here going, I probably look like I'm sweating because I'm sitting outside in it.
I was going to do my live tonight outside, but the mosquitoes are just crazy.
Mm-mm-mm.
And I was going to do light a bonfire down in the field.
Yeah.
And we had a damn bear.
Oh,
Got 3 of my turkeys.
wow.
Him and I are gonna have a little debate this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna see who's gonna win.
Oh, I have my bets on who's gonna win.
Me too.
Yeah.
Bertha has no problem shooting down those big old black fellas.
Yeah, I would say so.
So yeah. Let's just say there's a whole family. We thought we got rid of them. And Rob sent me a message tonight. He's like, buddy, I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, they got 3 of your turkeys. And he said, it is a big black bear.
Oh.
And I'm like, well, him and I are going to meet face to face this weekend.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna meet and we'll see who's gonna win.
There you are. There you are. We had a skunk last night.
Oh.
Yeah, it didn't get into the chicken coop or anything, but we could
Okay.
back door and it was like, oh, it was awful.
Oh, so the girls actually started like smelling like skunk too?
No, the girls are fine. They were tucked
Oh,
away.
okay.
Yeah, they were. I have cameras, so I went ahead and I checked in because it was dark by that point. So I checked in on the girls, and they were fine. You know, they were all locked up, and so everybody was good to go. But oh, it just stunk, and we were worried for a second that Sir Grace's dog got sprayed. I mean, it was.
Oh no, not the puppers.
He didn't. Thankfully.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, but no,
that would not have been cool whatsoever.
No, they're really no.
Molly, well, it would have been last year, about this time, Molly got sprayed. And she was able to get out of the way fast. But you could still smell. So I'm like, okay, you're right into the bathtub. Soon as the groomer opens, you gonna get the anti-smelly stuff.
Yeah, poor baby, and especially being a senior, that must have been really hard on her.
Well, and that's it, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, God bless her soul, you know. Our last 2 labs have been the most amazing animals ever. And I truly wish we could have bred them.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because, you know, but again, like I said to Debbie, I just cannot do a lab anymore because you just get attached. And number 1, cancer takes them.
Oh yeah, cancer's huge in labs.
Or, you know, it just, you name it. And, you know,
yeah,
we're hoping with the Hankster that everything goes well next week.
I've shared this before. Sir Grace's dog has what's called copper storage disease.
Yeah.
And it is, for those who don't know what copper storage disease, but they know it in the human end of it, it's also known as Wilson's disease. It's in humans. And we got a report. He does labs pretty frequently. He's stable, raise the roof. He's raise the roof, raise the roof, raise the roof. His bilirubin went down, which is good. And his liver,
especially at his age,
yeah,
to see it go down is the good
Yeah.
Lord is looking out for him.
Yep. And so the vet said, keep him on the medication. And we'll test him in 3 months instead of 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So 3 months, we'll have him retested again. And
awesome.
Praying that we get another, like, okay, now we'll wait 6 months. You know what I mean? So, yes.
Yeah.
Like, yay, because copper storage disease, you can look it up. I'm working with a researcher from Cornell University. She's the #1 internal medicine doctor in the canine industry, and she's doing a research study on copper storage disease in dogs and the dog food industry and what they're putting into it. And I'm not going to go in details, but her study is pretty incredible. And Sir Grace's dog,
They are feeding our dogs crap.
well, they're adding copper and copper sulfates to our dog food, and it backs into the pig industry.
Yeah.
Where we fatten up our pigs for food, to get them
processing. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's now spilled into the dog food industry, and they're really not sure why, but more and more dogs their liver enzymes are going up, and it's just on a basic yearly panel that you can find this. But anyhow, so Sir Grace's dog is going to be part of her research study, and because he's a service dog, she's slipping him up at the at the front of it. So she's trying to get the industry in the United States, dog industry, to not add these things to the dog food, because it is making them ill, and a lot of dogs are passing away too early. But we got his really early, and
yes,
he has insurance. It's very expensive to go through this, but he has insurance, and so
we have the same insurance provider, and we actually had to let it go because it was that much money.
Yeah.
And it, they're not supposed to raise the fees, but after Hank had his operation,
right,
they quadrupled our insurance policy.
Jeez.
And so what Glenda's finding out from her researcher, I'm actually relaying to our veterinarian.
Yeah.
And she's on the leading edge now of the research in Canada.
Good.
With the golden doodle population. As much as we love our doodles.
Yeah.
They are a, how do I say? They're a breed that
they
don't know a whole lot about right
now. And they're sensitive too. But the copper storage disease is common amongst labs in general, and there's like 4 other breeds, I can't remember, but they're finding it in every single breed of dog, which should not be happening. But maybe she could reach out to Dr. Center and have a conversation. That might be an opportunity for the two of them to connect. And
well, I'll be talking to her on Monday because they have to do Hank's blood work and give us the antibiotics and whatever for his neuter.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel sorry for the poor fella.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's so hard.
Well, and that's it, because I honestly wanted to breed him.
Right.
But unfortunately, I waited too long to breed Hank, because now if I was to wait and breed him, he's within his 2-year window that testicular cancer is like 75%. And it's so sad.
It's better to do it immediately.
That's it. Like, there's no question. I just, everybody knows what I'm going through right now, and it's because of him that I actually get out of bed in the morning.
He's a sweet, sweet
That
boy.
absolutely,
I
and
sure, Xander said some dogs show. Explained, excuse me, what copper storage disease is, and that is correct. And he said some dogs show no symptoms at all. And I'm just going to address
no,
comment. Sir Grace's puppy didn't either. In fact, the only way that we caught the copper storage disease is because we take him in for yearly labs. Again, he has insurance, and I Sir Grace, the VA pays for the dog's insurance because he's a mobility assist. It's one of the I don't
well, and Sir
what
Grace
it's what the
needs him,
yeah
so
the
there's
VA
no questions.
yeah, for any veteran looking for a service dog, they need to be a mobility assist or a guide dog, and you have to
Yeah,
have trained from an ADI accredited service dog organization. So I just want to put that out there because in case somebody's wondering, there's a process to it. But so anyhow, we take him in for his yearly labs. We have a really good veterinarian that's worked with him for a while, and she discovered it on just the basic. It's just your basic lab. It's nothing. We didn't order anything special, and then
no,
she was like, "It's a little high. Let's start him on some natural herbs and some supplements and things, and trying to get it to reverse." And it just didn't. And at that point, then it escalated to where we had to go with the big guys. So
yeah,
we got sent out to some specialty clinic and went ahead and had him. We had a biopsy done just to make sure, and so that's the only way you can diagnose copper storage disease is a biopsy. And honestly, if we didn't like if this was one of my other dogs, I probably wouldn't have done it because it's so expensive to do the biopsy if I didn't have the insurance because it's very expensive. But
absolutely.
it's increasing in the United States. I can only speak to that just from what I've been told. And I'm working with also with a veterinarian um, out of Michigan who created a dog food that does not add copper sulfates or copper to the food. It's all natural because there's copper in food anyhow, but we're talking about what they're adding.
Yeah,
And um, amazing guy. I'm not sponsored, so I don't know. I don't want to drop the name just because I'm not sponsored. But if you want to know what one, just message me in private. Um, but it's really made a difference, and it gets delivered like Chewy. It's not. It's same price as what I'd pay for through just going and buying dog food. So it's not expensive or anything. But the other
well,
option was they gave me two options. They said you could either put them on a prescription diet food, a dog food, which there's only two in the United States that are for copper storage disease, or you can make your dog food. Well, I'm sorry. If you look at the science behind making dog food and making sure that they get all the right nutrients, this girl don't got time. I'm just keeping it real.
yeah.
So, yeah, let's see here. So,
You know what, Lila? It's 100% correct that the VA they pick
yeah.
and choose, but
Well, wait a minute.
Sir Grace needed
Yeah.
puppers. Like there's no
So
two if he couldn't have functioned without puppers.
can't afford to buy the pup of my dreams. They're thousands of dollars. I don't get enough Social Security. I need a fur baby to fill in the loan. There's a lot of dogs that. I think she's a veteran. Is
Yes,
she a
she
veteran?
is. Yeah,
Okay.
Navy.
Well, I'm going to speak.
Navy, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. If you, I'm going to, I'm not going to, I
Correct
don't.
me if I'm wrong, Lila, but I'm sure you said you were Navy.
So if you require a service dog, let me say it like that because I don't want to say you need one because that's not right because I don't
Yeah.
know anything about you or I want to be very careful or anybody in general. You have a disability that warrants.
Yes, she's Navy. She's a
Okay.
Navy veteran.
Okay. So if you have a disability that warrants a service dog, let me say it like that, which Sir Grace does. He has complex medical conditions.
Yeah.
Um, and we had a puppy. We had a pet too. We had two pets. And so we really took time to think about this because we had our dogs, we had our girls. And so it was a very well thought out process to get a service dog. And so my recommendation would be to look at ADI.org, which is ADI is the accredited side of it. That's the only way that the VA will cover the insurance on the dog. They won't pay for the dog though. So we had to work with a nonprofit, and we worked with Canines for Warriors. They're the largest service dog organization in the United States, and they help only our veterans. It is a long waiting list because they have a lot of veterans and it takes time to train. But another organization that I've ran into and love their service dogs, never had a problem with it, is America's Vet Dogs. George H.W. Bush got his service dog from there. I think what was his name? I can't remember the dog's name, but now once he passed, he's now at Walter Reed taking care of our wounded there.
I'm sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Lila, if you have any questions, I'm sure Glenda would talk offline.
Yes, and that's it, correct, Alexander. AssistanceDogInternational.org. And then my recommendation at that point is to reach out to them, America's Vet Dogs or Canines for Warriors. The two I recommend personally, but it doesn't mean I don't recommend any others. These are just my personal experience speaking and running into service dogs.
Yeah.
Properly trained service dogs. It's different than slapping a vest on your dog and going, my dog is really good.
And please don't ever diminish. These are true service dogs.
Yeah,
they go through hundreds and hundreds of hours of training
per task. That's per task.
Yes.
Go all the way through high school first.
Yeah.
And then they start their college education.
Yeah.
And they go all the way up to PhD. And then you have to do recertifications, just kind of putting it in the human perspective.
Yeah. You can come up if you want, Josh. And for those of you that don't understand, what's scrolling underneath us is...
Read it.
Josh Sherman, a brother of ours.
Yes.
Did get hit by a hurricane or a tornado. He's got house damages. He's got tomorrow, Jan, Tony. There's a bunch of them who are attending Josh's place to try to help him clean up. So I have his PayPal running underneath that. If you see it in your heart to donate, there's also...
tomorrow's Josh cleanup.
Yeah, tomorrow's Josh's cleanup. Jan's already at Tony and Angie's. And Sean, Kelly, they're all gonna be there tomorrow. Brenda, there's a bunch of them that will be there. I get it 100%. There's more people that would love to be there, but farmers are farmers, and there's some people that are doing in the middle of hay right now, and they got to get their hay put up for their animals. So, there's some folks that just would love to be there that can't be there. And there's other people that can't be there who wanted to donate. So that's why I have it running below. And every dollar goes to Josh. Even the Zelle. If you Zelle Miss Lisa or myself, whatever Zelles I get that come in under Josh, I will send it down to him overnight. And so Jerry, did you get your your hay all put up,
I
buddy?
got the hay moved off the field. I
Awesome.
cut this last week, and then we've had rain on it 3 times.
Oh my gosh.
So I went out this morning and raked it, and we baled it, and I moved it off the field so Robert can go out and re-rake the field, because rain pushes it down into the grass, and so he wants to re-rake it tomorrow. He'll probably get another 3 bales out of it, but I still have 2 more fields I haven't even touched yet.
Wow.
This rain's killing me, man.
Well,
now this morning moved the bales off the field 3 that we cut a week and a half ago. I moved them out of the field.
Yeah.
So,
well,
I like the rain, but it's coming at bad times.
I speak to Josh at least a couple times a week. Josh and I. So if you would have heard him on Brian's live on Wednesday night, that's who he's trying to get up and see. So he's trying to get a trailer movement up to Watertown, which is 3 hours from me, and we can have an evening together. And yeah, Josh means a lot to me. He's like my little brother, and I would do anything for him, and I can't wait to spend a week with him. And that's why he's working all these extra hours, is to give his wife a little bit of a holiday with our cruise. And because they've been through the ringer and back, his daughter's going to look after the younger kids, and he's obviously got people that close by who will look after the baby and whatever. But Josh is still going to be with us on the cruise.
Oh, good.
He's trying. He's trying to save every dollar he can to try to get, because they've never had an anniversary. They've never even had a family gathering, like a honeymoon. They've never had a honeymoon, and this is what he wanted to give his wife for Christmas, and then they got hit by this darn tornado that ripped through their community and ripped through his home. But he still wants to give his wife the dream that they've both had about having a little, not a break from the kids. He loves his kids. They do anything for their kids, but they've never had just the 2 of them to go on a vacation.
That's why Susan and I are going. It's going to be our honeymoon, because we never had a honeymoon either.
There you go.
40th anniversary and honeymoon all together. And actually, it'll be our 41st anniversary, but
Debbie and I, it'll be our 30th. It'll be your 31st, I believe, Glenda.
No, this will be our 30th.
Okay, well, if it's your 30th, then it's our 29th, because we're a year behind you. We were 96.
Okay, yeah. So it'll be your 20th. It'll be my 30th.
Yeah. Oh, and I didn't mean to say it with him in the chat. There's my buddy. So I guess now he knows what I think of him. Damn.
I was supposed to be there too, but I can't. I got to get the hay then.
You know what, Jerry? And he knows that. And that's Josh, that's why he's doing all the extra work. And, he's just trying to get life back to normal for his family. And he understands that, you had to get the the family, you know, you had to get your hay up for your family.
Absolutely.
And, you know, Miss Jan and Tony, and I think even Angie had to stay back behind tomorrow and look after their animals. So yeah, no, it's if there's one person that understands, it's Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Josh fully understands, and you know, it's I just can't I can't wait to be able to sit down for 7 to 10 days with Josh and Haley, and you know, it's I just can't. Everybody, you know, my grandpa always said, never wish your life away, but oh my goodness, I can't wait for this to happen. You know, to get actually, well, I've met Glenda and Mama and
Yeah.
Miss Lynn, but I've never met my brother Josh. So, you
Yeah,
know,
you gotta meet them.
that's it. Like, I just can't wait to, you know, be able to sit down and have a discussion with Sir Josh and Sir Grace, and you know, everybody.
You're gonna have
It's gonna
so
be
Josh, you're now royalty,
amazing.
FYI. You just kind of
Exactly.
thought that. He called you Sir Josh.
I know.
All this royalty, Scott. Now we gotta have a title for you too.
I'm
Oh,
just
hail
no,
Scott.
I'm just the butthead who's organizing it.
No, no.
All right. Well, I just popped in to say hi to everybody, and I got dinner's ready, so I got to eat.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
I'll talk to you guys later. So you're almost going to be done here in another 17 minutes anyway. So.
All right. You take care, Jerry, and we'll talk soon, buddy.
All right. All right. Hey, I think it. You want me to email you the a copy of what I got?
No, no. Just print it out.
Oh, I did. So, I did. I did.
Whatever you get from NCL now, print everything out, because if there's ever a question, you have everything right in your fingertips.
Yeah, I have it all printed out, but I didn't know if you needed to see it or not. So
yeah, no. This is all on you now, brother. I've done my job, and now you just obviously I'm not going to leave you high and dry there.
Oh no, but Susan and I have been looking into hotels too, and we found one for like $100 a night, but it's a couple miles away from the.
I was gonna say, so the ones that are very cheap, that are like $100, they're closer to the airport. So if you plan on going back and forth into town, it may be cheaper for you to look at like where Debbie and I are going to stay. And I haven't even had a chance to talk to, you know, Glenda and Sir Grace about it. But this other hotel is almost identical to the Marriott, but they're $300 cheaper.
Yeah. Well, we're part of the Wyndham group, so we get some discounts at any Wyndham hotel thing. So.
Okay, well, then you want to look at the closest one from Wyndham, and I haven't called anybody from Wyndham yet, but the Riverside is probably your closest.
Yeah.
But if I'm not mistaken, it's about $260 a night.
Yeah, we talked to them. They said for us not to call until August.
Yeah, I'm not.
So I'm not worried. I'm not even going to worry about it until this August, and then this August we'll start calling around and book a room.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, brother.
Hey.
Anyways, I'm dropping out. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to go eat dinner.
Take care, Jerry.
See you later, Jerry.
See ya.
Okay, Josh, you need to change the name to Sir Josh. Get it right. You've been given royalty. Listen, I haven't even been given royalty. So
she's
all
just
hail
sister.
Sir Josh.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all call me what you want, but I'll stick with y'all. Y'all can call me whatever. I'll answer to it too.
All
I
right,
can't
all right, Sir
believe that
Josh.
you've actually done your run in your home already.
Well, I was actually today. So one of my scheduled runs was put off. I had to go to Houston, but because of that flood, they're out of power. I can't pick it
Oh,
up until Tuesday. I just got today. They told me Tuesday I can pick it up.
okay. Well, I was wondering. I'm like, I knew he had to go to Houston, and if he's already done that, he's been speeding. But I won't say anything about that.
Yeah. No, today I went down to I just went down to Dallas today and hauled a camper and came back.
Okay. Okay. Well, so like I said, this what's running underneath is Josh's account, and every dollar helps. And you know, especially with the roof, and you know, whatever you can give is okay. I see you.
Hi, Andale. How are you?
Miss Ann.
There
I was in her.
Ann.
I was in her neck of the woods a few days ago.
Were you really? And there's Jennifer. Hi, Jen.
Oh, Jennifer's coming up. Hey, hey.
Hey, everyone.
How are you?
Oh, my goodness. I just now figured out how to use StreamYard. It took like 2 hours.
I can't laugh because I'd have guidance.
Well, I've used Zoom for the last 4 years. So this is only my second time using StreamYard.
Oh, jeez. Well, welcome to StreamYard because that's what we use. And so, just so everybody knows, Jennifer's here to give us a quick explanation. Between her and I've done 2 parties, and all the money's going to go to Jennifer, but Cruising Alaska 25 is going to get the credits, and Jesse and I are going to give those away come Christmas time. So I will be in touch with Jennifer tomorrow if you're available, Jennifer.
Yeah.
And we'll put up both the American link and the Canadian link, and everybody that signs up under the American, if you spend $20, you get 1 entry. $40, you get 2 entries. $60, you get 3. And what Jennifer has donated, and I will be donating something. I just don't know what it is, but so what Jennifer has donated is a Canadian warmer.
Oh,
So
cool.
it's got the hockey sticks and the Canadian, and then the warmer part is right up here. Hang on,
do it again.
Take the brightness down. There we go. So there's a warming dish right at the top, and Jennifer sells the well. I'll just show you what they are because Debbie's got 110 of them.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. So it's Scentsy. It's really nice smelling. So,
well, Scentsy is actually an American company.
Give me a hug.
They're in Idaho.
It's what now?
When I jumped off the trampoline, my back went on the ground, and it making me itch.
Oh.
Hey, buddy.
I said hello.
So we've got like, hey, buddy.
Love you.
So,
Dad,
you know,
can you
they
show them
have
what I'm doing a trampoline,
cranberry
Dad?
spice vanilla or soya wax is one of their products.
Actually, that's not Scentsy.
That's
Yes,
not Scentsy.
oh no, that's the shed. Hang on.
No, don't use those. Those have chemicals. Don't use those.
I can't advertise something else. So you got your sensory. These are the extra heating
Bulbs.
so that the bulb that goes in that creates the heat
I'll be right back.
is actually a bulb. And this is one of the bulbs. That's an extra bulb. Okay, so I guess that's all I've got left is the sensory bulbs. So I've got to go buy some sensory wax.
So basically, how it works is it is an American company. They're in Meridian, Idaho. A lot of the products are actually made right there, but like everything, you can't make everything in the US because it would be so expensive. Nobody'd buy it and they'd go bankrupt. So the warmers are made outside of the US, but all of the wax and a lot of the other products, they're actually made in Idaho in their factory. And the bars are actually food grade. So they're non-toxic. So if you have pets or kids and they just happen to eat it, they're not going to get sick. They may throw up because it tastes gross, but they won't actually get sick. So you don't have to worry about that. And it's just natural and essential oils and the food grade wax. So if anyone gets into it, it's perfectly fine. And with the warmers, they are specifically made so they only heat the wax up enough that it's just melted. And then the fragrance from the natural and essential oils is what goes in the air. So you're not getting any of the wax in the air. You're not getting chemicals, nothing. So you can leave it on as long as you want, and that wax will always be there. It does not get cooked in the air. But when you buy a lot of the off-brand Scentsy, what happens is they actually kind of cook the wax into the air and you are breathing all that in. So it's very important for people to just know that if you use warmers, it's important to make sure it's a Scentsy brand so it also doesn't get too hot. So if you happen to have a child or a dog or yourself and you accidentally like knock it over and you get wax on your hand, it will not burn your skin. And I know because I tried it just to make sure. And you can stick your hand right in there and it's not going to burn you. But with other ones that are not Scentsy brand, they actually get hot and you can burn yourself. So there's just a lot of differences between the companies. But I also wanted to point out that the commissions they give are quite minimal. So basically, it's just working out that any commission that I would get from any sales is just going to help reimburse the hundreds of dollars that I have spent on shipping, sending out giveaways, because good gracious, it's expensive. And then what they do is as long as people place orders under a party link, it doesn't cost any extra money. It doesn't do anything at all to your order. All it does is allows the host to get credits for those sales through the company. So Scott will get credits and he can use those credits to get free and half price Scentsy products. And that is what he's going to use to do giveaways. So I get a little money to be able to go towards the shipping for all the free stuff I give away. And then Scott gets free Scentsy stuff to use for his giveaways because, it gets really expensive. So if you can get some stuff free and half price, it's going to help because we still have to ship stuff. So there is still going to be that expense, but it's just every bit helps. And then people get something. So if this is something you're interested in, or it makes really good gifts and you're going to buy something anyways, instead of going to Walmart and supporting them, you can at least support people and you can get free stuff, because every single order that is placed on any of the 2 party links will get something free in the mail. And then on top of that, you can also win in the giveaways. So you at least have a chance to get more for your money, and you're also helping other people to be able to give stuff away. And then there's also a clearance section. So
yeah,
you can
and
always
I'm
check
gonna have the clearance section, because sometime probably tomorrow I'm actually gonna join Jennifer's link. So then whatever I get for free, I'm going to give out to all our friends. And
yeah, right there.
There you go. So that's exactly what I'm joining, but I'm going to join under Jennifer so that she gets a little bit of something, something.
And if you take a look at Glenda, she is advertising the monthly subscription Whiff Box.
Yes, I am, and I love my Whiff Box. This one,
I didn't know that you were a salesperson for them.
No. I have a local representative that I buy from, and then I'm in their club, so I get mine every other month. I get a sniffy sniff box, which they make great gifts too. Christmas is coming.
Yeah.
We're like almost to Christmas in July, so we have to start thinking about Christmas, folks. But they make really good little gifts to tuck in with presents.
Yeah.
So I got a sugar cookie this time around, and I got sun-kissed citrus, and I got honey crisp harvest, and I got clean breeze, and I have another one, but it's in the house and I don't remember which one it is. Then I got the fragrance.
We're coming up to cinnamon apple. It is the best.
Well, this one's honey
smelling wax that Scentsy has. As a man, I love, like, we have a burner or a warmer in the living room. We have one in the kitchen, and we have one downstairs. Like, we have warmers all over the house.
So my favorite one is Luna. And every time people come over into my house and I have that going, it's such a different smell, but it's so, I don't know.
So
it's really nice. How would you describe Luna, Jennifer?
So just give me a sec. Ginger, this is Jennifer Ocean Homestead.
Mm-hmm.
So she is, she's trying to grow her business, and I have joined up as a party, and for every $20 sold, there will be tickets or an entry given to at least one giveaway, if not 2.
Oh, I have lots of stuff to donate. So one of the things that I do so that I can keep giving out stuff for free, because it's just fun and people like free stuff and it makes them happy, I wait till the flash sales and I try to stock up on flash sales, and then I have stuff that I can give away. So I actually have a whole bunch of stuff that I can donate for giveaways. So there will be definitely more than 2 giveaways. Plus, every time somebody places an order online, you will actually get something in the mail. So everybody will at least get something. And then on top of that, there's giveaways.
Yeah. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Jody.
Hey, Jody.
How are you, Jody? My goodness, I haven't seen you in a while, girl.
Yeah.
Hopefully all's well in your neck of the woods.
You guys are all over here showing. You guys are all showing off your Scentsy warmers and melts, and I don't have none of that. I got the coconut.
So whenever you come up, you've got to bring me a watermelon, a coconut, and a cantaloupe.
Hey, I got all that. I don't know how long this is gonna last. I'm gonna cut into it soon, but I don't know.
Man.
What?
I got a pumpkin that I picked today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
A
it's
pumpkin
a little,
already?
we got a little one. We named him Bob.
Bob the pumpkin. I love it.
He's just this big.
So I just want to tell everybody that those folks who want to go over to living at home, please go over and see Joel and Lauren now. We'll be shutting down here shortly, and look for the links tomorrow, and I will be doing a video out somewhere in my garden tomorrow, and Jennifer will help me with the different US links, Canadian links. But yeah, make sure that you know which one you're ordering through. And if you're like myself and you're close to the border, order the US side.
But make sure it's not a P.O. box because they don't ship to P.O. boxes.
Yes.
And you meant making it home, not
Making it home, yes.
yeah. Okay. Awesome.
But yeah. Take care, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
But yeah, no, it's you know, it's something that is gonna help Jennifer grow her business. It's gonna give us some giveaways for Christmas. And
it does not support Walmart.
Yeah.
No, that's it. And it actually supports one of our own.
See, over here, Walmart does not even give you a shopping bag, and you can't even buy one anymore. So it's just, it's little things like that. These stores do not appreciate people. You could spend $10,000 at Walmart on furniture, electronics. They give you nothing. So it's just, I try really hard to try and support like actual people. And instead of helping someone, buy a 30 yacht, you can help somebody with whatever they need. So if there is people that who buy their stuff at Walmart, you can also point out, since he has a clearance section, so you can get stuff at probably a better price and it's better quality. So it's just a little bit of a better option.
And we're helping one of our own family members.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody at least gets something.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Guaranteed Walmart ain't gonna send you a personalized card.
No.
Thank you.
No, my Scentsy gal once a month sends me a little gift, and I think I love it. Just it's something sweet, it's nice. But I'm in the club, so that's why I order quite a bit.
Yeah, well, and that's what I mean. But for the warmers, unfortunately, you order 3 or 4 warming packs. That's what you get.
Right.
Well,
I find that I end up buying the Luna for everybody that comes to my house that smells it, because they're like, what is that? That's such a unique smell. And it's Luna, you think of like bedtime, but it just smells really nice and clean and very, very, I don't know. It's just really nice. So I always end up giving that to people because what is that? So try Luna.
I've never smelt that one before, so I'm gonna have to try that out.
Yeah, that one is actually one that is usually in every catalog. So every 6 months they have a new catalog. They keep changing it. I think the new one is September 1st. I have to double check. But they keep changing their catalogs per season. So when the new catalog comes out for fall and winter, which I think is September 1st, I'm not sure, then you're going to get the like standard scents that never change. And I believe Luna has not changed unless they change something. But they always usually have that one. And there's certain ones that are always in the catalog usually. And then they just come out with like the winter scents, like the pumpkin spices and the apple cinnamons and all those goodies. So they do have a fall and winter one coming out, but every single month they have all kinds of different specials. They have new products, and they have the Whiff Box, which is a monthly subscription. So you could just purchase one box and that's it, or you can get a subscription. So every month or every 2 months, 3 months, however you want, they'll ship you a box to your house. It's a small box, and it just has just a variety of things in it, and each month is different. So what I'm also going to do is I get to see them like on the 1st of the month before they get shipped out. So I actually know what's in them before they get shipped out. So I am actually I'll send Scott a picture and he can post it somewhere so people can see what it is. And if that's something you want, then you could order one, and they make great gifts, or you can just not do it. So you're not ordering something and then you get it and you don't like it. So that's just
Is that
option.
what you held up?
That's it. That's what she's talking about right there.
Okay.
That's the Whiff Box. I mean, there's the size of my head. There you go.
So there you go, Karen. He's got lots of watermelons.
I got a watermelon.
I'm going to tell you something there, Josh. You taught me how to find a good watermelon, and I've been having nothing but really good watermelons since last year. But thank you. But I look kind of funny going down. We don't have any local yet watermelons, but I go to Costco. I shop my local Costco because I do believe in shopping local. So I shop my local Costco. But I'm smacking the watermelons now. People look at me funny. I'm like, Josh Sherman said smack those watermelons.
Yeah, and who's Josh Sherman?
Yeah, who's that fool?
Hey, he's the watermelon expert. If you want to know how to find a good watermelon, you go to the watermelon expert and you say, how do you find a good watermelon?
So you want to hear something funny? So I just got back from a 2-week trip. Drove 10,306 miles, 2 weeks. But I get here, and right before I left, I had went and we picked watermelon and cantaloupes. And my wife's been selling all of them. Well, I get here and I'm home. I got to be out here. I can't sit in the house, take a break. So I'm sitting out here, and this guy pulls up, and I'm out of cantaloupe. And he said, you got cantaloupe? I said, no, I'm going here in a few hours. I've been procrastinating. I know that's hard to believe. But I said, I'm going here in a little while. I'm going to pick some more. And he said, well, I would like one. He said, I bought 2 of them, and they weren't no good. He said, the first one wasn't that sweet, and the second one wasn't quite ripe enough. And I said, you bought them from us? And he said, yeah. I said, okay. And we sold roughly 500 cantaloupe just in about 3 weeks. Wow. Nobody has come back and said they're not. Every one of our customers know if it ain't no good, you bring it back and get a different one. Right. They've all come back and got more, and he's the only one that has said it's not right. And I said, huh? I said, that's weird. I said, did you pick them out or did she pick them out? He said, I almost busted up laughing, but I held back. He goes, I know how to pick out a cantaloupe. I picked them out. I felt busted up laughing, but I wanted to say, you picked 2 of them and you said they ain't no good, and you know how to pick them out. I said, I held back and I said, well, when you come back, I said, I'll pick some more. When you see them on the table, swing in. I said, and I'll pick you out a real good one. I said, it'll be good. You know, because some of them may not be 100, because we can't, if we pick them right now ready to eat, they don't last but 1-2 days in the heat. So we do pick them when they got like 3 days left. You know, we the closest we can. But if we do too soon, I mean, we've had to throw away 200 and 300 cantaloupes A lot, because we push it to the end because we don't want to cut cantaloupe or watermelon too early and it be no good.
Right.
So we do take a chance, but still sometimes they got to sit on the counter for a day. But when they buy them, we have some right then that's ready. But when he said I know how to pick out a cantaloupe, I picked him out, and I didn't say it to him, but I wanted to say, well, you struck two. You really want to strike three? You picked him out. And they ain't no good. but,
Yeesh.
but I held it back. But
So now
you know,
come up here and show me how to pick a good water or cantaloupe then.
You see,
There-
unfortunately,
we need the expert. I mean, hello.
Jennifer and I cannot get a good watermelon up here.
They don't sell them.
We can't get them because they're picked 3 weeks early,
yep.
and they're driven up on a truck, and then they're thrown into, like, you know, the great big things that you can just go onto Josh's channel and look at his shorts from last year.
Yep.
That's the way we get them up here, is in a great big, like,
That bin.
yeah, the bin.
Yeah.
And that's what we get. Like, Josh just about fell off his seat whenever I said how much we pay for a watermelon up here in the summer.
Yeah, for a little bitty old small one you had.
Yeah. And they're also not even natural. So I can't even tell you when the last time was that I saw a store here sell a seeded watermelon. Every single watermelon I've seen for at least the last 15 years in any store I go to is seedless watermelon.
Yeah.
You can't even get a natural watermelon. It's only GMO.
Yeah. And we do have both.
Mm.
We do have both.
Not up here, you don't.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying we grow both.
Right.
Yeah. You
right.
grow both.
You have to have the seeded one to grow the non-seeded, right, Josh?
Right. Well, it's like a plant. We buy plants.
Yeah.
I wish I could find enough suppliers up here to buy a tractor trailer load from Josh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they do come in. I mean, they come in and buy. You know, they load them up by the semi truck loads.
But unfortunately, we cannot buy them up here, and it's disgusting.
Are you able to take them back? Like if you got a back seat, you're inspected.
Oh no! If I go back, I'll put them in the back of my truck. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know we cannot bring citrus fruit across the border, but a watermelon I don't think is a citrus fruit.
No.
So it should be okay.
Because sometimes,
I may have to buy, I may have to pay duty, but if I knew that I was getting like good watermelon from Oklahoma, I could easily have it sold before I even got home. What's going on, Titus? Are you putting in the sprinkler?
How with me, Dad?
No, he's sweating. He's over there jumping on the trampoline. It's hot out here. That's all sweat he's got on him right now.
Oh.
I didn't want you to see me jump on a trampoline.
Well, I wish we could see you do it.
Yeah, it's way over there.
Yeah.
My
dad is going to come over there with the camera.
Yeah, I'll come over there.
Okay, buddy. If not tonight, Daddy'll do a short about you jumping on your trampoline.
That's what I told him. I'll make a little video of him jumping on the trampoline.
Yep.
But no, what I was thinking was I didn't know if you wanted me to mention it on Brian's live, so that's why I didn't really say it.
The only person is the one person that said that they wanted to meet you. Unfortunately, I won't have anything to do with him because he has made me lose hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, who's that?
But we'll talk offline.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. But no, what I thought about was I could bring some, and I have. I've taken some. I actually drove, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours delivering watermelon before, just because they wanted some, and it wasn't that far. I found something to do on the way, so
Yeah.
I made something to do to get me there. And the same thing, like I've planned that, and I'm trying to get it booked, but I ain't got to answer back. I got to wait on a response. And it was perfect because it's right to Watertown. I said, man, that's perfect right there. So I'm trying to get that one. But
Even
if I do,
Syracuse, I would drive 4 hours, 5 hours to meet you.
yeah, if I'm that
Although
close,
I
I mean,
have we've met before at 10 Killer last year,
yeah.
but it's still, like I said, you're my little brother, man.
If it's that close, I might as well drive the rest of the way. I mean, if I'm driving, I mean, I put in some hours. Like I'm
Well, you're
driving.
coming up.
Driving ain't nothing.
That's it. You're already going by Glenda's house. You make sure you don't leave all the
You're
watermelon
done
with
by
her.
mine?
Yeah.
Right.
I think I've probably driven by everybody's house already, and if I'm not, I will be soon.
Well, now, Josh, I still need you to come over and teach me how to find a good ripe cantaloupe. I mean, you taught me the watermelon. Now I need to know the rest of it.
Yeah. Hey, cantaloupe is really actually pretty darn easy to get a ripe cantaloupe.
Okay. All right. Well, we need to do a class 101.
All right, we'll do that. We'll do
All right.
that.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, like I said, I enjoy it anyways. But like you were saying, I've done it. I've got to make extra money to pay for a roof. Uh, and then I got to make more money, and I'm trying to also save up and keep on saving up for this trip. And what it's not. I mean, it is messed up, but it's not a big deal. So I started doing these little trips here and there, and I told my boss, hey, I'm going to be out at certain times. I'll take a week off. I've been with him. Hold on, baby.
Can you bring this camera with you?
In a minute, baby.
But with this still on it?
Okay, if you give me a minute.
Okay.
But
I love that boy.
I said I'm going to be off, a week or so here and there at different times to make these runs and make some extra money up. Well, I got back real late Sunday night, and he knows where I'm at. I tell him all the time. 3 o'clock in the morning, it was Sunday morning, but 3 o'clock. And then I went to work, and he said, well, you know what? If you're making money there, why don't you just keep on doing that? I done found me somebody else. So that kind of gave me another hit, like I'm trying to do all this to come up, and then, now I got that taken away, but it'll be all right.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, I ain't kidding. But it's that much more, but I enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy what I do, and I'm gonna make a video about it. But I'm cruising these roads and all this stuff that I get to see. I'm working. I make the best of it. I'm there. I make the best I can. But it's just amazing some of the things I get to see. And it's like a big, really big blessing that I get to see these things. And I'm like, I can't be more thankful than what I am to be able to do it. Because
But that just blows me away. What you've done for that man, and for him to go, oh, I just want to throw and just crush my iPad right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin.
It ain't quite right, but
it's not right. What you've done for that man and went the extra mile for that man. and if people only realized what you did for that man.
Yeah.
And for him to say, yeah, see you later.
Yeah.
I did not. You just dropped this one on me because I'm wow.
Yeah, it was pretty. It's life. It's maybe he don't deserve it. He don't.
He doesn't.
I don't know, man.
You know what? That's right, buddy. He does not deserve you.
No.
I'm nobody special, but I've been 5 years. I've been with him, and I've passed up some really good things because I was the only person he's ever been able to find. Like he's tried to find other people, and he can't ever find help. And I mean, I put in a lot for him, and it really did kind of. It didn't upset me to lose the job. It's no big deal. I got plenty of work, and I get to just spend more time with the kids.
That's right.
But his attitude about it really was just pretty crappy, But
That's it for what you've done and the extra mile and the late nights and the working on weekends and
yeah,
whatever else. Like I can just go on and on and on and on. And
yeah. I mean,
you know what?
yeah,
The best thing you got to look at is he does not deserve you.
yeah. I'm gonna keep on going and keep going. I mean, that's all you can do.
That's right.
That's the right attitude.
Yeah. You'll be able to figure out next summer, and it's at the end of melon season, and
Yep.
I truly believe the good Lord will let us meet next year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We got to be able to beat it. I mean, I don't know. It could get worse. I tell everybody, things can be a lot better, but they can also be a lot worse.
Amen.
They can always be worse.
Yes.
It just, that's it. Like once you get the roof fixed and the interior, you get the drywall, and you get a safe home for mama and the babies. Then you worry about the trip.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just what I've been in this whole time. Every week I put a little bit towards the trip, and I put some more back, for some repairs, and then whatever else, was left in fuel and and all that. And right now I've been sinking a lot of money into my truck, a lot of profit. I'm not getting rich by no means, but
right.
All these trips, it's a lot in fuel, a lot in fuel, but the trip pays for it. It's not money I have. It's just it pays for it, and then I make a little bit of profit at the end of it. So it takes a while, but I enjoy it while I can, and that's why I took my daughter. I got we did a lot that trip, but I wanted her to really feel. I wanted her to have good memories because she ain't never been to Florida. None of half of these places we went, she had never been to, and now she's gonna always remember that.
You could tell that she had a smile on her face.
Yeah,
that she was with her daddy.
Yeah,
doing something special, and I know, I've got one of my daughters was able to go with me out on the big truck. The other one was too small yet, but there's memories that she'll always remember.
Yeah.
Of she's never been to Florida. Well, she was with you. She can't do this, she can't do that. Well, she's done it now. And she's been those late night chats with dad. They mean a lot.
Yeah. And, I didn't tell her, of course, but driving after I went by myself the next time, I'm cruising along, and I'm like, man, boring. Yeah, I'm like, dang, I'm over here like,
Yeah.
We went on that long trip a whole week together, and then I went out on my own, and I'm like, dang, so it got to me a couple of times, and it was only once. It was like a few times, I'm cruising along. Her music is not. She doesn't listen to the exact music I listen to.
No,
but it's not.
You let her play her music,
right? And so when she was playing it, I'm over because one night she dozed off. It was probably 2 o'clock in the morning. She fell asleep, and her song was on repeat. So I'm over here driving, and this same song. It's
Oh
not a great song. I mean, it's country at least, but it kept on and I bet you it was another hour and a half. That song kept repeating itself. And I'm cruising along. And I'm thinking, oh, gee. And then she wakes up and she's like, oh, didn't we just hear that song? And I said, just hear it. I've been listening to the same one for over an hour already.
Can you sing it
But-
now? That's the real question.
So,
I mean, did you get all the words down?
by golly, it comes on the radio now. I know just what it is.
I mean, you're an expert now on that
The
song.
second the tune comes on, I know what song it is.
Yeah.
And but
For
so I'm
research
cruising.
purposes only.
Yeah.
You know.
So now what happened? I'm cruising down. I got the radio going, and now that song comes on, and I'm like, oh man. So now the hear the song come on. I'm thinking, dang, you know. So now I misses the time where we're cruising down the road, you know. But
Aww.
Yeah.
but it was a great time, and I'm going to after watermelon season is over with, then I'm going to plan it out to where we can all go on a trip. And
wow.
I'm going to be working, but we're all going to go, and I'm going to paint it out to where every time I get to somewhere, I got 1 or 2 days there, and then I'll go to the next spot, pick up the next one. It ain't Josh, it's Dad, baby.
No, it's off.
Oh, you get your butt whooped if you called me by my first name, son.
When I don't answer, he's like, Josh. I said, no, it don't
Wait a
work that
minute,
way.
it's sir to you. Remember,
Yeah.
your dad is royalty, sir. Scott gave him the title, so it's sir.
Can you go
Yeah.
over here and let them walk and jump on the
Yeah, we can walk over there. It'll be shaky. We can walk over there, baby. The sun's gone out for more.
Absolutely. He wants to show everybody.
Yeah, he does.
Point.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go out. We're just gonna find, you know, wherever they want to go. Then we'll go spend the day or two there, and
This
here's
could
gonna
be
be the
more of a blessing for your family than
Yes.
you know.
Oh my.
Oh, jeez. Good job, buddy.
They did it the other way.
No, they saw you. They were
we
watching
saw it.
you.
We
You
saw
went from
you,
the truck
buddy.
over to the trampoline. I saw it.
I can have it over there, Dad.
Yeah, they saw you, baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that boy is gonna break some hearts.
Man, I'll tell you what.
Dad, here we do.
They saw you already, baby. Go ahead, you jump. But yeah, so like I said, I don't know. I enjoy it. I've been trying to make sure I get shorts put out and just, you know,
Yeah.
make content and there is some people that's like wondering where am I at the next time, and I get behind on my posting sometimes. Like if I wake up early in the morning,
Not you.
yeah, not me.
I'm going to do a few, so have it thinking with it.
Yeah, they yeah.
As
Oh.
a mom and a grandma, I'm wanting to do this.
I'll tell you what. I hesitated, and he got up there one day, and I seen him. I was, oh my gosh! And then he kept on doing it, but I'm like, it's right up against the truck. It can't fall there. It's a trampoline.
Yeah,
If he falls off, it's a trampoline.
That's true.
Exactly.
You know, so,
That's true.
But I can
Yeah.
just, he is so much his father.
Yeah.
He'll come running across that roof of the truck and do a
Yeah.
somersault.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness. I'm gonna.
He is 100% his daddy.
Oh my goodness.
yeah, no. But yeah, like I said, yeah, I know it's hard to believe I get behind on posting stuff, but
Daddy, have it facing me.
they can see you in the background, baby.
We can see you, buddy.
Yeah, they see you up there where you shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Already everybody, get him off that truck. Get him off the vehicle.
yeah.
Yeah. No, if I didn't know
Running
he
down
wasn't safe, I wouldn't let him do it.
Oh, for sure. He's a kid.
Yeah.
He's having
If
fun.
my,
That's the most important thing.
if my grandma was out here, she'd be having a heart attack.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's the grandma in her. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I'm a grandma, and I know a little something about this.
Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, if she'd seen him up there, she'd be hollering.
Cool.
Yeah, they said it was real cool.
I thought you did a great job. I was impressed. I now I want to know if I can do that. Can I come down there and then jump from the truck onto the trampoline?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
I'd pay money to see it.
And then my grandmother will be doing this too, because I still have my grandmother.
Yeah. Yeah, when I came home, he was doing that, and I bet I had a heart attack. I was, oh my gosh.
But he is having fun. I always say a boy that is dirty or daredevil and comes back with a big smile is a happy boy.
He's a boy's boy.
He is. He is.
But he enjoys it. He's not sitting in a house on a tablet or nothing. He's outside playing. And
exactly,
I love it.
buddy.
Yeah. That's the way to grow up.
That's right. He's not having a tablet grow him up.
Yes.
He's outside being a boy.
Yep.
And I see that, Josh, it's your turn.
My turn?
I want to see that.
Yeah, that's
what
Scotty says.
Now, the other day, I did get on there and I was bouncing him up. But no, I ain't doing that. No. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I probably jumped on there with him. I don't know. I was probably jumping. And Trinity got up there. We were all up there jumping around. I don't know, man. It felt like we was up there about an hour, but probably about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I got off. I'm like, oh, man. I was out of breath and aching. I was like, golly, that was horrible. My heart was beating real fast. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it ain't bad.
And that's right. Scotty Too Hottie said Josh's turn on the trampoline. Chicken.
Yeah, chicken. Yeah.
Oh man, that's it. And there's just too many kids of today that somebody hands in one of those tablets in their hands, and like down where Jennifer is, she has a blast. Like she's out there, she's playing with her.
I'm so sick and tired.
Whereabouts are you, Jennifer? Just a general idea.
So I am on the Atlantic coast. So if you go right up the Atlantic coast, you go past Maine, northeast of New York. You keep going up along the coast, and then you're gonna go around New Brunswick, and you're gonna pass Prince Edward Island, and you're gonna keep going up, and I'm like right there, right on the water. Well, 5 minutes from the water.
Wow.
She's right close to the Reshtigush River, and that's where this shirt is, and that's where Debbie lives. So Debbie's within about 45 minutes of where Jennifer is.
Wow.
Yeah. It's such a small family, and we're gonna have to make a trip down here shortly because my mother-in-law is going to be put in a home in Dalhousie, which is probably half an hour from Jennifer.
Yeah, it's a half hour.
So I'm going to be within a half hour of Jennifer. So I will be stopping in to say, g'day.
Yeah.
We have 2 main highways. So.
Yeah.
So it's actually really nice though, because it's very different than where I'm from, a very complete opposite of where I'm from, but you can take the main highway and go pretty much almost all around the province. And so and it's right next to my house. But yeah, you just get on the road and you just drive straight, and then it curves around the bottom all the way to the US border, and you can keep going back up. It's really a nice place to live, but it is very country unless you live in the certain areas where it's just house to house. But where I'm at, it's not even a town, it's a village. I never even knew what a village was. So a village means there's not enough people to be considered a town.
Right.
So for the whole area where I live, like all the villages around here, they all amalgamated them together, and there's still less than 2,000 people. So it's mostly all like woods, but it's like in the Appalachians, so it's not flat land. It's all like hilly, and it's actually really beautiful.
Yeah. So like the way it goes is my mother-in-law, Remy from Remy's homestead, and then Jennifer. And then you go 3.5 hours around, you've got Tony and Joni.
Well, Team Tiffany's first.
Yeah, Tiffany's first, and then you got Tony and Joni, and down at the lower end of, or the southeast end of the province, you've got Lee, Fisherman 506. So it's a very, very small, like, so my mother-in-law lives in Camelton, my brother-in-law lives in Fredericton, and Debbie and I just about bought a house in Miramichi,
which is an hour and a half south of me.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, we're kicking our ass at that we didn't.
Right.
We had a chance at a house, a vacant land with a somebody would have just had to move on, like a small like mini home or something, because they had well and septic on the other spare land, and on the other side of the road, the not the water side of the road, was where I could have built a shop, and all that for under $250,000, and we turned it down.
Well, you have the chance on buying another house out here. I'm trying to determine to sell this, get this up for sale by fall.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. No basement.
Well, not only that, but I just don't. Miramichi would be the only place I'd move to down there.
Well, I'm right by the road, so even though I'm in the country where there's next to no people, all the people have to go past my house to get to the middle of nowhere where they live. So it's almost like I'm still in the city, because I have so much traffic from all the people that come off the highway to go out in the back to all the villages back there, and then going the other way on the other side of my property is the main highway. So it's too much. I am so traumatized from where I grew up. I'm like, this is too much. It's not country enough. So I got to get out of here. So I'm hoping to get this sold by the fall, but it needs a lot more work.
Well, I know where there's a lot of vacant land in Newfoundland, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. Let me know where you want to be.
I already picked it out, actually. So I want
to
go. I'm from Grow Zone 7, because I'm from like right on the border of Detroit. So you have Detroit, and then you have the river, and I'm right there, right by the Ambassador Bridge. Okay. So it's a Grow Zone 7. Up here, this is Grow Zone 4. I don't know how people live like this. So I can't grow, like, it's really hard. So I actually am hoping that I can flip this house for enough money, because I paid cash for it, next to nothing, and as is, because it was a good deal, and then slowly fixing it up with whatever money I could come up with each month. And so when I sell it, I'm hoping to be able to move further south where like it's I really liked Digby, Nova Scotia, because it's a grow zone 7. But just somewhere, anywhere along between like Shediac and going around that way, because it's a lot warmer and I'm closer to the US border. Now, I am about 3 hours if I cut through the province to the US border, but I just want to live where it's more warmer so I can grow stuff. And I was actually I'm actually considering when I sell this, I want to build my own house. It ain't going to be anything expensive or fancy, just a full basement to put all my canning stuff and like food storage, and a 1-floor home so I can fix things myself, and a garage, and that's it. And then that way I know I can take all the extra steps and making sure I will never have to deal with water damage. I am not going to have to deal with like anything. So, even though it won't be anything nice, big and fancy, if I build it myself, then I know what's behind my walls. And there's a lot of things you can do that most people don't do because they just build a house on what's the cheapest. So I'm thinking of just building a small house myself, and then I know everything's good. Because I will tell you, I have had so many floods, burst pipes, leak ceiling, and then this and then that and everything else. And it's taught me a lot. So in a way, it's good because it's taught me what to be aware of. So when I can move, I can make those extra steps that I never have to deal with this again. But it's just hard because if you buy a house, you're kind of buying other people's problems that you don't even know what they are. So I haven't really decided yet.
If you ever want to just buy a mini home, and you know what I mean by mini home, being from New Brunswick, or not from New Brunswick, but living in New Brunswick, my son or my nephew is the head builder in Woodstock, New Brunswick. And that's what he does for a living, is I can get some pretty good deals on prefab houses.
Oh, nice. See, what I need is number one thing here is I need a basement. Everyone needs a basement because a basement is like natural air conditioning in the summer. And you can also have all your food storage down there for your canning, freeze-dried stuff. Like, it is so important. That's my number one thing. Now, here I have a crawl space that I could make into a basement because one side I have 2 furnaces down there, oil, which I've never even used. I don't know if it works, and electric furnace that came with the house. And technically works, but it's like $900 a month to run. And it's tall down there, so you could turn that into a basement, but no, I just too close to the road, and it's just not even worth it. So I just need a basement, and then just like a good quality 1-floor house on top of my basement. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, and a garage, and that's all I need. And then the rest of the money that I would have left from selling this house, that's what I have to live on. So kind of have it all figured out. And, I know it's not ideal to buy a house online that you've never even seen, and you buy it as is the day it goes up for sale, because you can get yourself into some serious trouble. But, I had a budget. I was able to finally be able to borrow $50,000, and I had to buy a house for $50,000. So I just bought the best deal I could possibly find in the entire country because I could have gone anywhere. And this was the best deal that I found, and for many reasons. But where it's helping me at is in the last 3 years, this area, the market has gone up 300% because there's so many people from the other side of the country all coming over here looking for homes. So I think I'll be able to sell this, and then we'll be able to get a small house and have money to live on, and then I'll be okay. But
New
until
Brunswick
then,
is the retirement capital of Canada. So whenever she says it's up 300%, it's up 300%.
Yeah. A lot of people are moving out here. Actually, it's in the last 3 years, there's so many people that are families moving out here wanting to
Yeah.
homestead, because the house next door, that house was built in the late 1800s, just before mine, and it's been vacant for years. But the people that bought it are from Barrie, Ontario. They bought it like 2 months before I bought this one. It's still vacant, but I saw them one time when they came down here. They have 5 kids and they were having a 6th one, so they now would have 6 kids. And their plan was to move the whole family out here and their 100-acre farm, because they have 100 acres over there. And that's what they wanted to do, is move all their farm animals and create a big homestead. And then just down the street, a big piece of land sold. And I saw a trailer on there and a whole bunch of hay bales. And the neighbor told me that these people moved from southern New Brunswick, where they were staying, up here, and that they're going to build a house, and they're having cows. And so there's so many people moving out here now the last couple of years, and it's families, and they're wanting to have land and grow food and have farm animals. So a lot's been changing out here, and I just thank God every day, because that's what I needed. I need some, I need to sell this for as much as I can.
Well, like I say, Jennifer, give me a shout and I'll just give you the name of the company, and you can just use my name and you get family discount.
Oh, I would greatly appreciate that, because I hate construction. I've been forced to do it or things don't get done here, and I have to learn, and it's good to learn, but it's one of my topmost things I don't ever want to do. So if I can get someone to just do it for me and it's done right, that's exactly what I need. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or anything.
Yep. And absolutely, Chris is saying that, Fisherman 506 is 10 minutes from them, and he is. He's right close to Tiffany and Chris. And everything right now, if we would have bought those three 1-acre parcels, we would have been financially set the rest of our life, but I did not have a doctor, so they would not let me move.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't have a doctor.
I didn't have a specialist, so they would not let me move.
Well, I don't
Hey,
have a
there's
doctor.
Lee, speak of the devil. But yeah, no. And there's people who want to come out and try to fish, and suckers, I mean people from Ontario that think they can make a killing at fishing. No, you can't.
Actually, I remember my neighbor telling me out here, there's a lot of lobster fishermen, but how it works out here is, so how it works out here is that you cannot fish for lobster. You cannot go and buy a license. You can only inherit a license. So
no,
only
you
the
can
people
buy
that
a license,
have them.
because I was going to buy a license in Miramichi, but where you are is a lot of Indian territory.
Yeah, because it's $1 million for the lobster license, and you can only inherit them. That's what I was told out here by them. And so
I don't know. Lee can correct me if I'm wrong, but I could have bought a recreational fishing, lobster fishing license in the mouth of the Miramichi River for, I think it was $40.
Ooh, nice. I think this might be the commercial, maybe, because
oh yeah,
there's
commercial,
so
you're
many.
looking.
Yeah,
But
it's $1 million.
That's what Lee did.
Yeah.
So Lee was a commercial lobster fisherman, and now his son has the business.
Yeah, and so the neighbor was telling me that you can't buy these. They only had a certain amount, but you can pass them down. So say you don't want yours anymore, you can sell it to somebody, but you can't just go and buy one because you can only use the ones that are already in existence. But there's so many lobster fishermen here, like there's no point in paying all that kind of money and having to compete with all these people.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, are you talking to my brother? Hey, brother.
Go ahead, say hi.
Hello. Sir Grace, that's my brother. Can't wait to meet you, brother.
Can't wait to meet you either.
He's just letting the puppers out.
Oh.
So
that's
yeah,
so funny because I was just
beautifully
calling my
dark.
dog to let her out.
Oh. Yeah, it's beautifully dark out here. I have lights on, but it looks so dark in the
Oh no, actually you're not bad.
Okay.
If I was to go out, it's pitch black here, and then it's still light out where Josh is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I have lights on up here. I have solar lights. So I have them going. The little twinkle, or I don't know, they're bulbs.
Yeah.
It's funny when I was in Florida, because down there it gets dark early. So I'm like,
okay.
It's 9 o'clock, blackout. I can't, I'm the lights. It's, I'm yawning, and then they send me a picture of something at home where the kids are doing whatever, playing with an animal or something, and it's daylight, and they got the sunglasses on still, and I'm like, what? You're like,
dark.
I know the time is different, but I mean, it's just odd to think it's black here. I can't see nothing, and then it's daylight still at home. It's really odd.
Yeah, it is different. I mean, we've lived all over, and yeah, it's really weird.
It really throws me off, like because I drove from here. I'm Central Time, and I drove to Wyoming, and they're an hour behind.
Right.
So it's behind there, and then I drove from there, and I went into Tennessee, Nebraska, Tennessee, all the way to North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're 2 hours ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're
from
on
Wyoming. It's another hour.
Yeah.
So it's like my time schedule. And then when I went into Florida, and then when I came back and I got to Dallas, I dropped something off in Dallas. So then I lost an hour from Florida. I'm driving home. I'm like, Carly, I had to pull over twice and get out and walk around the truck, and because it was 3 a.m. But I had to get out and walk. But the time schedule, all the different, because I wake up. When I'm in Wyoming, I wake up 8 o'clock their time to meet somebody 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And then when I get to Florida, I wake up 8 o'clock to meet the next guy at 8 o'clock in his morning. And it's just like, man, and it's not even my morning. It's not my 8 o'clock.
I'll never forget. So we used
Did you read that, Jennifer? Oh. So Lee answered beside you or underneath you. You have to spend 2 years as a helper. And then he said down here to qualify to be a commercial licensee. So you have to have 2 years experience before you can even be a licensee.
I actually just noticed there's a chat button.
Oh yeah, at the bottom.
Oh yeah, no, everybody's been talking to you. Damn, I wish I would have known that.
Well, I've only ever used Zoom, and I don't use it on my cell phone, so I at least got it to work. So I'm learning.
There you baby.
She's got bedhead.
Hi, sweetheart.
Thank goodness you look like Mama.
Huh? What is that?
You look like you.
Lucky kid.
I know. Oh, we're all behind you, Haley.
He's much cuter than I ever thought of being.
Oh, yeah, but you know what? Still a lot cuter than Josh.
Heck yeah.
So when we lived out on the ranch with Jimmy Houston, the fisherman.
Yeah.
We were out there for quite a few years, but so that was back when Trinity was small.
Oh, wow.
She was young, not that small, but I think she was maybe 6, 8, something like that. And so we're down there one day eating lunch, whatever, with Jimmy and Chris, his wife, and he said he told Trinity. He said, "Oh, you sure are cute." He said, he said, something, you're real pretty, something like that. And I said, oh, I appreciate it. I said, she got her looks from me. Jimmy he didn't miss one small beat. He turned around and he goes, I can see that because her mom still has her looks.
Oh, right on, Jimmy.
So that backfired on me. But he didn't miss a beat when he said it. He didn't hesitate or nothing. He just said, I can see that. Her mom still has her looks.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, here I am trying to be a smart aleck.
Well, here's what I do. So we go everywhere with Sir Grace's puppy, and people will go, oh, he's so cute. And I'm like, he's married. Leave him alone. They're talking about the dog.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that's
leave him
funny.
alone. Quit picking on him.
His wife is right here beside him.
Yeah.
I'm like, hello, he's taken. And we tell you, people go, oh. I'm like, oh, I knew who you're talking about. Everybody says the dog is cute, but I just had to say something because you never know. Somebody may be hitting on my husband. I'm going to take care of this one.
So, Josh, you got to remember on the boat, stay away from Sir Grace.
Yeah,
he's married,
dang
okay?
It. He's married. I'll remember that.
He's married.
Dang it.
Don't.
Dang it. I might have remember that one.
Just remember.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's even, you look at, your new job or whatever. You can get a job now going up to there. They're going to pay you to go up.
Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got in my mind. I have right now. I've got a few. Oh, don't bump it, baby. I'll hold on my lap. I got a few loads right now that I could drive to Washington, and one of them right to Seattle.
Wow.
But it's a little too soon.
Yeah. But like I said, a lot of us are going in 2 days early.
Yeah. I'm gonna plan on that. I'll probably just book the hotel there, but what I'll do is get what I'm gonna plan on is booking loads to get me to Washington. And then when I'm there, I'll get a couple that's right in that area, collect it, while I'm right, Oregon, Washington, whatever, and then bam, be right there.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
That's awesome, man.
Because I'm not flying. I won't fly.
Well, and I think it's funny. I truly do.
Yeah.
Like,
people fly all the time, and I don't know. I don't want to ever do it.
I would much rather fly than drive.
Yeah.
And it's funny. It's just, it's ironic that folks would
rather,
especially today's day and age, that I don't know, but teach their own. And hey, if you can make a decent dollar heading down east or out west, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Right. Baby. Careful. Yeah, I mean, it's a no-brainer. I was gonna take her car, but because it's cheaper on gas. But if I take my truck and I'm pulling something, it's free gas. It's not cheaper. Right. It's free gas.
Right.
So,
well,
I don't know about you, but free's a little bit better than cheaper.
Well, and free will pay you. It will give you money to pay for parking, and you never know if you talk to, say, the person and say, look, I'm going on a cruise the week before. Do you mind if I park my truck for free at your yard?
Yeah.
Is that okay? You're going to save $40 a day.
Right. Yeah. And these people do. I mean, easy. Don't yell in their ear, baby. I mean, these people they're, everywhere I do stuff for, they're just, they're regular people, and they're down home, trusting people. I tell everybody, they got to be trusting because they meet me on the internet to go pick up their whatever worth, whatever they're shipping to haul to them, and they don't know me from nothing except for a few conversations on the internet.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
and so,
I used to watch that one program that they would ship like stuff via their like half tons and whatever else,
yeah,
either by trailer or whatever else, and they used to make half decent money.
yeah. That the what I used that there was a TV show about it.
Yeah.
Like a while back where they bid on the jobs. That's
Yeah.
what I do. Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
do.
Okay.
And so that's what I'm constantly. I mean, even right here while y'all are talking, I mean, I'm bidding on them. I'm talking to the people and bidding on it. And like I said, it's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy hauling stuff. No big deal.
You
And that's the
enjoy
biggest thing.
interacting with people, and
Yeah.
like, let's face it, you'd be out on the road right now if everybody wasn't coming to your house tomorrow.
I would have been. I've been home this whole week. I got home on Sunday, which I was going to go back to work this week. Just work at a shop during the day, and I had one job for Thursday, but that got canceled until Tuesday, and then I had one today. But other than that, I mean, I'd have went out on the road, but it's good to relax, and then they enjoy me being here too, and it's really, really
Listen,
comforting to be able to be here and just hang
yeah,
out with them.
you got to spend. That's where I went wrong. I was on the road for far too many, weeks at a time.
Yeah.
And whenever my son looked at my daughter or my wife and said, "Oh, Daddy still lives here,"
Oh, yeah.
that broke my heart.
Yeah.
And I still remember that to today.
Yeah. That's
That, he thought I had moved out, but I was, busting my butt down the highway trying to make a living for the family.
right. No,
So,
that's why I quit. I did this back in 2017 is when I started, and
okay.
and then when Titus he was born at 18, and then in 19 I got stuck in California helping somebody. I went out there. I'm supposed to go pick up something and bring it back, but he was having car problems and all this, so I didn't leave him hanging. I stayed there 3 weeks, and I helped him rebuild the motor on his vehicle and put it back in his truck to help him out. And he didn't have anybody else. So I said, I don't mind. I'll do it. And in those 3 weeks, my wife had sent me a video where Titus had started walking, took his first steps. I said, I'm done.
Yep.
No more. When I get back, I'm done. And I quit. I said, I'm not doing it I'm not doing it anymore because it really was upsetting. And he's walking, and then the other baby, the small baby, he's walking already, and all this happened, And I thought about, I know it's getting dark on me, but I've thought about this for I don't know, probably 3 months. I thought about it, and then I said, when all the crap went downhill and tore up, I said I got to go back. I said, I can make money at it to help rebuild. They're all walking, but I just said I'm not going to be gone like I was, and so
No.
the 2 weeks is as long as, and I didn't want to be gone that long, but it kept on adding up. I was right there, and the load popped up, and it's perfect timing and perfect right there. So it brought me home, and that's what I'm going to do is make it where I can be out a week and then work my way home.
Yeah.
So then.
Don't forget, you had Mini-Me there with you for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, that was another trip, but yeah.
That's something different. That was a special, that was a special time that you're never going to be able to get that back, and neither is she.
Right.
spending that 2 weeks with Dad, checking out these different, all across the southern U.S.
Right.
And
She had the best time in Florida because she went down to Miami. We went on Miami Beach, and to her, I mean, that's like, yes, baby. That's like the world to her. That's a little one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt. I'm going to have to get off here. I'm getting bitten up like crazy out here. I'm smacking.
Well, I'm about to cut her down for the night, so I went way over tonight.
Yeah, only about an hour and 14 minutes.
No biggie.
Well.
There's actually something I just learned today for the bug bites because they're horrific out here. And I'm outside shoveling manure the last 3 days into 5-gallon buckets for my garden. And you get eaten alive. So all those plantain plants, they grow everywhere here. They're all over my driveway, everywhere. So if you find just plantain, just growing in your yard, you can take a leaf off and then you can kind of chew it a little bit and then rub that on your bug bite, and apparently it'll take the itch away and it'll help heal that bug bite.
And vanilla, loving senora, is a great bug repellent.
Absolutely. The
vanilla
that Jesse has, it is an amazing bug. So you can fix it from the inside and outside.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can also make a lot of extra money also moving people's pets, because when I moved here, I actually had to use the person that moved me back and forth several times he's on UShip and a couple other websites. And what he does is whenever he's moving something somewhere, he checks to see if there's pets along the way that need to get moved. And if it's like a small pet, like bunnies, people were like, it's a big business up here for some reason. But he was always moving bunnies. So I actually had the box on my lap and I got to play with the little bunnies. So he would always ship bunnies, and they paid a couple $100s. Hundreds. And just to put the bunny in your car and along the way, drop it off. And he would also do people's dogs. So there's a lot of people who need their dogs moved from one place to another, but they can't do it. So like maybe they're flying, but they don't want their dog to fly. So they'll hire somebody to drive their dog somewhere, and they pay hundreds of dollars. So if you have extra space in the truck, you could like see if there's a pet or even the small cage, just a small animal, and that will get you extra money when you're already going that way.
Right.
Hey, there you go.
And then one other thing I actually found online was there's a watermelon farmer that had told somebody that how they check to see which watermelons are the best overall. The green stripes, what you do is you take 2 of your fingers, put them together, and you put it on the stripe. And as long as that green stripe is at least as wide as 2 of your fingers together, then it's good.
No,
So that's
I'm going to
interesting.
debunk that. Josh, you tell her how to pick a watermelon.
So there is lots of ways to pick watermelons, and that is one of them that I've heard.
I never tried it though, so I don't know.
What's worked best for me is spanking the watermelon.
Spanking. It's a thing, Jennifer. It's funny.
It truly is,
works.
and it works.
It really does work. But there's people that say, oh, if it's got a big yellow spot or like the stripes, and I've even heard, and I've done it, and it worked. You put a piece of straw on the watermelon, and if it turns, then it's good. There's a million different ways that everybody says, and I did try. I did. I think 5 or 6 of them, And one of the best ones was just the way we picked it and don't care about nothing else except spank it and see if it sounds hollow.
If it sounds hollow, you've got yourself a good watermelon, and that's from
nice,
a watermelon
crisp.
And it works too, because I have had more success with watermelons like that than I've had in years.
Well, I am going to need that information because I am determined to grow watermelon here. I even have a greenhouse that's like almost finished. And I got all my watermelon seeds. So I'm determined that next year I'm going to be growing some big, huge watermelons.
I know you can do it.
Yes, and cheering you on.
Yeah, you've got to watch Josh's channel, Sherman Family Farms.
Yeah.
And he will show you how to debunk and pick a proper watermelon.
And he's a watermelon farmer, a professional one.
If he does bring me up one, I will try to ship it out to you.
Ooh, now I'm excited. I have not had watermelon in like at least 15 years.
So you're in the U.S., right? Like you said, Maine?
No.
No.
Oh, not
up here.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you go to Maine now, and if you keep going along the coast and you follow that coast, it's going to curve to the right into New Brunswick, and then just keep on following it, and then you go past where Prince Edward Island is, and I'm just like 3-ish hours up past Prince Edward Island, right on the coast. So now if you had a boat, you could take a boat from Jesse and Lisa's, and you could go along the coast around Florida and then come up the coast all the way to my house.
Okay.
Snappy phone.
So so New Brunswick. I see.
He's gonna get eaten by the ants.
I was looking it up.
There you go.
Huh.
Yeah, so just find Bathurst along the coast and then just go up north of that.
I was gonna say just go north of Bathurst, and you'll run right into Jennifer's front door.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, guys, I gotta shut this down because I got a whole lot of stuff going on here tomorrow. So
don't forget Jesse and Lisa have a live tomorrow.
We're not sure
Maybe.
if they're doing it or not. Was the last I've heard.
Okay, because I think he said on his live that if they don't have power, then they may have to do their live from the hospital parking lot.
Okay. Well,
so they might have one.
Keep an eye on Jesse and Lisa's. I will shoot him a message yet tonight, and I can get a hold of him overnight. And if he's going to have a live tomorrow, I will try to put it on my public page.
Sounds good.
Yep.
All right.
So, anyways, thank you, Josh, for stopping by. Thank you, Jennifer, for stopping by. And Jen, I will get in touch with you tomorrow, and we will get these links so people can start buying some good stuff.
Sounds good. I will be outside tomorrow shoveling.
Hey, be careful.
Well, you have fun shoveling. You know what? I got to shovel mushroom
I just be careful.
compost. So, anyways, folks, you all take care. God bless. And we will see you tomorrow night.
Bye, everyone.
All right. See y'all later. Y'all have a good evening.